So this is the final reflection for peer tutoring, and overall it was a very good experience and I enjoyed myself a lot, but there are many challenges that I would like to talk about. So the good things first, I learned a lot by teaching the kids, and I met many new people in the younger years, as well as some people in year 13 that were still doing peer tutoring. And I really enjoyed working together with the other tutors to like maximize our efficiency and sort of help the kids well. So I think the good things that went on were we helped each other figure things out. So like if a student had a problem with let's say a subject that I was strong in, then the person who wasn't strong at that subject would tell me to go help that student. And I think it was good that we segregated into our own groups. So like we sort of like each took control of one area, and if we needed help from the other tutors, we would just ask. So, but there were also some challenges that we faced. So it was really hard to approach the kids at first because they would sort of just like to sit by themselves. But once we got to know them a lot better, we sort of developed a bond, and it was easier to approach them after that. And we learned that we couldn't wait for the kids to come help us. I mean, come ask for help from us. We had to actually approach them and ask them what they needed. And if they didn't want anything, obviously we would just be there on standby in case they did. And we made sure to be, well, personally, at first, I wasn't being like very active. I wasn't moving around to different rooms to seeing if people needed help. But by the end, I sort of became more efficient and walked around to ask the kids what they needed. And so at first, another problem was we were sticking together a lot. So we were all in the same room, but there are actually three rooms, and we would move around as a group. But I think we found it a lot more efficient to split up and go into different rooms. And I thought this was very, at first, this was a challenge for us because we weren't really comfortable with the students yet. But as the same people kept coming every week, we sort of got more comfortable. So the learning outcome that I wanted to demonstrate was challenges have been undertaken and develop new skills in the process. So I think the main skills I developed were being a more active listener by listening to the kids and obviously just helping them and listening to what they needed. Another skill I developed was actually being able to teach people. So by teaching by progressively teaching more and more people every week, I sort of developed my own communication skills and learned that different students need different methods of teaching in order to understand the same thing. Like someone might be really quick, but I might need to go slower with that person. And another thing was I learned was with the team that I was tutoring with, which was mainly other year 12s, we sort of played to our strengths. So I would stay like in the area where I knew people were doing work in the subject that I was strong in. So I thought it was it was really eye opening that it was easier for us to stay in the place where we were we were stronger, so we could help the kids there. And that's the last thing I learned.